Hello, hello. This is part three. I'm hoping that this is the last video. I love hanging out with you all. I think I'm just going to need to get another camera because I'm using my phone. And I really think I need to get the camera. But I enjoy being here. So, we talked about abuse, how you definitely have to tell someone. That is non negotiable. Now now we're going to move on to another section. Now think about how talking about your partner to other people negatively affects your relationship. So the more that you complain, right, you're changing the way that you view your partner. Your brain will reinforce that negative information as you keep complaining. So then you create this negative impression about your partner. So if you just see all the bad, how can you see the good qualities? How can you see the positive characteristics? You can't. So what do? You start nitpicking. You start attacking your partner. And what is this all about? What is this complaining, this venting, this I'm gonna attack? What is this all about? The bottom line is it's because of the unmet needs. This is what this is all about. Unmet needs. You are acting out. You're acting out. Complaining, venting, probably causing a scene because of unmet needs. You're frustrated. You're angry. So what happens is when you have this negative impression, you're drawing other people in because you keep complaining, you keep talking about that person. So now you've created this negative perception about this person. This is your partner. This is the person that you said that you're going to be with. Regardless if it's a short-term or long-term relationship, this is your partner. So now, not only you, but the people close to you have a negative perception of your partner. What does that do? So what happens is no longer is the action or the behavior isolated and that problem, handled between you and your partner. Now, the action or the behavior is no longer separate of the person. It's actually the whole person now. So I'm going to say it again. So the negative perception of your partner, because it all goes back to the behavior or the action, something that they did, it's no longer separate of them as a person. It's now tied into them as a person, as a whole. So now that very action, that very behavior is who they are. This is why you see them as a villain. Not as a person who makes mistakes, not as an imperfect person. You now see them as a villain. Because instead of separating the behavior from the person or the act from the person, you've now meshed everything in. And now your family members have. And your friends have as well. That's very destructive. By doing that, you've devalued and disrespected not only your partner, but the relationship by speaking negatively about him or her. You don't speak destruction into your relationship. You speak life into it. You speak life into your relationships. Your problems that you have, those challenges that you have, they are temporary. Those things that you're telling your family members and friends, they won't be temporary. They're not going to be temporary. As a matter of fact, that could cause problems with your relationship, because now they're treating him or her with disrespect. They're resentful. And it's going to be obvious that they don't want to see you guys in a relationship, to see you both in a relationship. Now, talking negatively about the issues in the relationship just exacerbates the problem. You haven't even touched it. You haven't even touched the issues in the relationship. They just exacerbate. They just keep growing and growing. If there's something else that you see that you don't like, it's this little ball that keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. When you're talking badly about your partner, do you think that you look superior, or that you look like you are like, I'm trying to think of the right way to say it. When you're talking badly about your partner, do you think that you look superior? That you think you're coming out with no scratches, no marks, that you're clean? Well, what happens is, sometimes when that happens, and when you keep talking about your partner to people, you're pitied, even ridiculed, because you continue to stay in a relationship that you keep talking about to other people. You just do. And you have the ability to leave. You have the ability to change the relationship, or at least change your behavior in the relationship. That can ultimately change the issues that are going on in the relationship. But instead, you don't look superior. You don't look like you're coming out clean and you're the victim. You look like you're part of the problem and you don't even know it. I'm just being honest. We've all been there. We've all been there. So remember, relationships are not perfect because people are not perfect. We learn, we grow, we develop, and we strive to be the best that we can be, but we are not perfect in any way. We're just not. And we're never gonna be. So we have to go in knowing that we're gonna work and be the best person that we can. You are gonna have challenges. You are gonna have challenges. There's a few things that I think that you should ask yourself when you're having these challenges, and you want to tell folks what's going on. One, what are your motives? Are you looking to get constructive criticism? Are you looking for help? Or are you looking for someone just to side with you? What are your current relationship challenges? What is it that you want to get resolved? What about those issues matter to you? What about those issues? What about the issues that matter to you so much? Why do they matter to you so much? And we really shouldn't use why. But what is it about the issues that matter to you so much? Because they matter. Because you're going around telling people your business. Because you have unmet needs. So they are issues, and they do matter. Even if you're going about it the wrong way, they do matter. What is missing in your relationship now? What is missing in your relationship now? And what are you willing to do about it? Are you willing to be committed to working on your relationship? You chose this person to be your life partner. Remember that. Remember that when you're dealing with issues. Remember, it's the issues that you have to tackle and not the person. I do have more things, but because it's going on 11 minutes, I'm going to finish with this. I may put it on, I may post it at some point, but I just wanted to finish with that. So remember, no one's perfect. Relationships aren't perfect. You have to be willing to be flexible. You have to be willing to be understanding. And you have to be willing to work with each other. I hope this was helpful, and I want to bid you a good night and have a good rest of the day. Thank you.